Big fan of URF? Who isn't? The lovely spatula-wielding manatee is back. Wait, what? Oh, well, we're actually talking about the ultra rapid fire mode, and I guess that's cool too. League of Legends is bringing back URF in patch 11.19, and if your hands are getting itchy to abuse the lack of cooldown and no mana cost on abilities, this is your chance. URF is a special game mode featuring fast-paced matches filled with non-stop action. In this mode, every champion has the potential to become a destruction machine. Yes, even Sona, I guess, as long as you use her properly. And like every other game mode in League of Legends, URF has a meta of its own. Now, I know that I just mentioned Sona, but that doesn't really mean that she is the best pick to create chaos around the map. But luckily, I do have some pretty decent picks that are going to help you absolutely terrorize the enemy team. Sitting at number 7, we have Shaco. Build him AP, cast Deceive, used to shiv and watch your enemies cry. With his Q ability at a whopping 2-second cooldown when at max level, Shaco becomes basically an absolute terrorizer on the Rift. He's able to be in stealth mode for practically the entirety of the game, and that's both very annoying to the enemy team and pretty great for you. The Demon Jester also has a strong combo when it comes to using his 2-shift Poison, or his E, right after you use Deceive. Just use Deceive, get behind someone's back, and then 2-shift for maximum damage and kills and chaos, I guess. Right up next is Ekko, our number 6 pick. We're exploiting some unkillable demons here, like Ekko, I guess. He's really hard to keep track of and kind of difficult to grab onto, and honestly, he's pretty good at not dying. And not dying is really helpful in URF, by the way. A champion like Ekko is perfect for that because he can really cause a lot of damage with his mobility, and he can also keep himself alive with his ultimate Chrono Break. His phase dive or his E allow him to dash around in team fights, closing gaps and creating engages and picks for his team, while his parallel convergence or his W causes a nuisance as it stuns enemies for 2.25 seconds while being on a 4.4 cooldown. At number 5, we have Ezreal, the OG overpower AD carry. Thanks to the low cooldown on abilities, Ezreal can just throw out skill shot after skill shot, sitting at the top of most picks in this mode. Build him AD or AP to get the most out of the champion. Basically, all you have to do is land his abilities. Add in the fact that Ezreal is probably one of the most mobile marksmen in League of Legends, and his arcane shift or his E are just going to make him a menace in URF, let's put it that way. He can constantly poke while being super mobile around the map, and he's also really hard to catch, so obviously he's going to be a really good pick for URF. Morgana comes next as our number 4 pick. The one thing that keeps the fallen angel witch demon lady from being extremely broken is her high mana costs. No pun intended, but Morgana is really unchained in this mode. She's able to inflict very high amounts of damage while keeping her enemies exactly in their place with her Dark Binding or the Q or Soul Shackles, which is her ultimate. For her, a large group of enemies or team fights aren't really a problem. In fact, they're kind of her specialty. Once she's got Zhonya's, Morgana can jump into a herd of enemies, cast her ultimate, and then just go into stasis, creating a picture-perfect engage. That's not all though. Apart from those team fights, she can create picks with those Dark Bindings, all while keeping her and her friends safe from CC and magic attacks with her Black Shield or her E. Yuumi. You might think that a champion that stands little to no chance alone could be completely useless in URF, but actually in Yuumi's case, you would be pleasantly surprised if she's your pick, or completely deceived if you're going against her. As one of the champions with higher ban rates in URF, she's absolutely oppressive and can turn any champion into an unkillable monster that's going to take over any game. Yuumi Zoomies or her E were already infectious as it can be in a normal game mode. Now, just imagine that in URF. Just attach yourself to your champion of choice and then watch them dominate. Fizz is here to take up number 2. Slippery as a fish, also no pun intended. Maybe it was a bit intended. He works similarly to Ekko, as in being hard to track and kind of difficult to kill. As an assassin, Fizz can completely delete any squishy champions in his path, all while being able to escape unharmed. His playful trickster ability, or his E, allow him to become untargetable for 0.75 seconds. Add in the fact that his cooldown will be ultimately lowered and his enemies will never want to eat fish again. Maybe Yuumi would be an effective counterpick. Number 1 is unsurprisingly an extremely annoying champion, Zed. This pick will have both you and your enemies confused, and that's completely the point of URF. With his ability to constantly jump from one shadow to another, Zed can engulf and assassinate any squishy and sometimes non-squishy champions in his way. Your opponents won't really be able to keep track of you, and with his ultimate on a low cooldown, you're going to be able to take out as many enemies as you can. Many times, until they regret ever queuing up for URF. And if there's anything we missed, don't forget to let us know in the comments and tell me that my picks are garbage. Don't forget to give us that little encouraging thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, as well as follow us on Twitter at @esports for more League of Legends and esports content.